Today, we're turning back the clock to the electrifying era of Thomas Edison. Ever wondered what tantalizing treats might have lit up the taste buds of the late 19th and early 20th centuries? But first, let's set the scene. Thomas Edison, the genius behind the light bulb, phonograph, and motion picture camera, was lighting up the world with innovation. But what about his taste in food? What delights graced his table while he was busy inventing the future? Well, subscribe and get ready to find out. Let's step back in time to the bustling streets of late 19th century America, where the aroma of freshly baked bread mingled with the sounds of vendors selling their goods. This was the culinary landscape that Thomas Edison navigated, a world ripe with possibility and flavor. Imagine Edison making his way through these lively markets, eyes alight with curiosity as he surveys the bounty of the season. From crisp apples to plump tomatoes, the freshest ingredients awaited his discerning palate. And what better way to showcase these ingredients than in a hearty stew? Picture Edison returning home after a long day in the lab, greeted by the tantalizing aroma of beef simmering with root vegetables and savory herbs. This wasn't just sustenance. It was a celebration of flavors, a symphony of tastes that warmed the soul and fueled the mind. And for Edison, who often worked late into the night, a bowl of hearty stew was the perfect comfort food to keep him going. Ah, the simple pleasures of a well-cooked meal. So what can we learn from Edison's culinary preferences? Well, for starters, it's clear that he appreciated the value of wholesome, homemade fare. In a world dominated by convenience and innovation, Edison still found joy in the simple act of cooking and sharing a meal with loved ones. As Thomas Edison was busy illuminating the world with his inventions, another revolution was underway in the culinary realm. A revolution of convenience. Picture this. Busy households bustling with activity where time-saving solutions were a welcome relief for weary homemakers. Enter the era of canned goods, boxed mixes, and ready-to-eat snacks. Innovations that promise to streamline meal preparation and free up precious time in the kitchen. While these products may not have had the same artisanal appeal as homemade fare, they offered a tantalizing taste of modern convenience. Take, for example, this humble can of soup. With just a quick twist of the can opener, Edison could enjoy a piping hot meal in minutes. No chopping, stirring, or simmering required. Well, maybe not always as easy as it looks, but you get the idea. And let's not forget about box mixes, which promise to turn even the most novice cooks into culinary wizards. With just a few simple ingredients and a dash of creativity, anyone could whip up a delicious dessert in no time. Sure, it may not have been as satisfying as baking from scratch, but it certainly got the job done, and left more time for Edison to focus on his next big invention. And as for ready-to-eat snacks, well, let's just say that Edison would have been spoiled for choice. From crispy crackers to crunchy cookies, these convenient treats were perfect for satisfying hunger on the go. So what can we learn from Edison's embrace of convenience foods? Well, it's a reminder that innovation isn't limited to the lab. It can also be found in the everyday items that make our lives easier. Whether it's a can of soup or a box of cake mix, these inventions were a testament to human ingenuity and the desire for convenience in an increasingly fast-paced world. Brace yourselves, because we're about to uncover a shocking truth about Thomas Edison. He had quite the sweet tooth. That's right. Behind that brilliant mind was a man who couldn't resist a sugary indulgence. Imagine Edison's dinner parties, where the dessert table groaned under the weight of creamy custards, velvety chocolates, and delicate pastries. It was a feast for the senses, a symphony of sweetness that would have delighted even the most discerning palate. Take, for example, these delectable chocolate truffles, rich, velvety, and utterly irresistible. Just one bite and Edison would have been transported to a world of pure indulgence. But it wasn't just chocolates that tickled Edison's fancy. From fruit tarts to lemon, meringue pies, there was no shortage of tantalizing treats to satisfy his sweet cravings. And who could blame him? After a long day of tinkering with inventions, what better way to unwind than with a slice of pie and a cup of tea? So what can we learn from Edison's sweet tooth? Well, it's a reminder that even the most brilliant minds need a little indulgence now and then. Whether it's a piece of chocolate or a slice of pie, these sweet treats provided Edison with the fuel he needed to keep inventing and innovating. And there you have it, a tantalizing taste of the culinary delights that might have graced Thomas Edison's table. From hearty stews to convenient canned goods to indulgent desserts, it's clear that Edison's appetite for innovation extended far beyond the realm of invention. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell for more mouthwatering trips through food history. Until next time, keep exploring, keep experimenting, and keep savoring the flavors of the past.